I am Knull, god of the void, slicer of worlds. Long ago, when light invaded.
Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Fictional Characters, where we talk about some of the most interesting characters in all of fiction. Today, we will be talking about one of the coolest and edgiest characters to come out of Marvel Comics, Knull, God of the Symbiotes, who made his first proper appearance in Venom Volume 4, Number 3. Without further ado, let's begin. Before we get started with Knull's backstory, we need to understand that the Marvel multiverse has been created and destroyed numerous times, and the main story takes place in the 8th multiverse. However, Knull has existed since the destruction of the 6th. There was nothing but darkness after the destruction of the 6th, and Knull was essentially the ruler of this primordial darkness. That was until the Celestials came in and started crafting the 7th universe. Obviously, Knull wasn't too happy about this, as he was the ruler of this primordial void. So through his anger, he reached down into his own shadow and pulled out a sword named the All Black, which was the very first symbiote to be created, and he used it to decapitate a Celestial. Obviously, the Celestials didn't take too kindly to this, so they banished him into an abyssal prison where he began to work on his blade and hone it. After working on his blade for some time, he began slaughtering any god he came across, completely rejecting the gods of light. And on his bloody crusade, he ran into some unnamed golden god, and after their fight, they crash landed upon a planet, both seemingly incapacitated. When Knull awoke, he discovered that his all-black necro sword had been stolen by a character named Gore the God Butcher, which we will definitely be covering in another video. He also discovered that he could bond his living abyss to creatures and control them, which later became the symbiotes. This also led to the creation of the Hive, and he established himself as the Hive Mind. However, his connection was soon severed when Thor, one of the strongest Avengers, destroyed one of Knull's symbiote dragons. This event led the symbiotes to turn on Knull and imprison him on a symbiote-made planet named Clintar, which is their word for cage. This, of course, isn't the end for Knull, as he returns later in the King in Black storyline written by Donny Cates in 2020. He was set free by resurrected Cletus Cassidy, who gathered all the ex-symbiote hosts, codices, and he is able to bring back Knull. And the Eldritch God proceeds to bring hell on Earth. This guy was so strong that every single superhero had to band together to try and stop him, and even then, they couldn't bring him down. The only thing that was capable of stopping him was the Unipower, which is an aspect of the Enigma Force. The Unipower is a deity of light, making him the opposite and Knull's weakness. The Unipower bonded itself to Eddie, making him the new Captain Universe, which is an extremely powerful entity in Marvel. And Eddie seemingly kills Knull, marking the end for the King in Black. Now that we've covered who Knull is and where he comes from, let's get into some of his most notable feats. So going back to the start of the video, Knull had easily killed one of the Celestials, who are powerful cosmic beings that have existed before any Marvel universe, as they are the shapers of reality, including Earth 616. They are in the same tier as Infinity, Eternity, Galactus, and etc. and Knull was able to kill one in one blow. But that's not all. When he first descended upon Earth, he had several corpses of these reality warpers under his control. Yeah, he's pretty busted. In order to stop Knull's assault, the heroes called the Sentry and ordered him to take out Knull. For those unfamiliar with the Sentry, he is essentially Marvel's Superman, as he has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, and has an extremely powerful entity inside him known as the Void. So the Sentry flies in and takes Knull up into the sky. And yeah, doesn't end well for him. After completely cooking the Sentry, he covers the entire Earth in darkness and takes over a handful of heroes with his symbiotes. Knull even fought Thor, one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful Avenger in the same issue. Now Thor did do better than the Sentry, even completely taking off Knull's jaw. But Knull regenerated, took All Black out from his back, and ran him through, declaring that everyone and the world will burn. There was another time where Knull fought the Silver Surfer, but really wasn't even a fight. Ego, the Living Planet, even told the Silver Surfer that he could not win against Knull no matter what he did. So the Silver Surfer had to take out all of his cosmic energy and create a sun in order just to stop Knull. That wouldn't even incapacitate him. With all that being said, we're going to wrap this video up. I hope you left this video with an understanding of who Knull is, where he comes from, and what he can do. And I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next talk, see ya.